here are a couple tips and tricks for using the Doxy.me platform. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to sign up, go to Doxy.me, sign up, and you're going to use your Chad's email. This is my personal one just because I already created an account with my Chad's one. And you'll name your room. So my room is Miss Joan H, because that's what my kids call me. Then you click sign up. So once you signed up, you'll be taken to your dashboard. And so in your dashboard, you'll see this is your Doxy.me link that you'll copy and you'll paste into parent emails. You can also just text it into a text box, and then people can just select it, and a smartphone will link them to your Doxy.me waiting room. When someone is in your waiting room, you will see them right here and know that they are waiting for you. So just by selecting on their name, you will be able, that it'll just pop them up, it'll open the window, and you'll start your video chat. So it's really that simple. When you're finished, you'll end the chat. You'll see a prompt just like hanging up for a phone call. And the nice thing is it actually keeps track of the time. In the same area right here, you'll see a clock. So, it'll keep track of how much time you've been having since the beginning of your call. So that is a great, super, super easy format. There are a few things to consider. One is in between clients, then go ahead and refresh, because that way it'll clear the queue of any people who were waiting beforehand. So that's one thing. And then the other thing to notice, in my dashboard, you don't see a picture here, which is actually a good thing as far as I'm concerned. If you go to your account settings, there's a couple things to be aware of. So one, as far as room settings to be aware of, is whether or not you want a profile picture. So you can create a profile picture. You have to go through this Gravatar if you want, and I'm not really sure how to do that. You have to sign up for one, and I just didn't do that. So I don't have a profile picture. The other thing that I don't have is a camera preview and dashboard. So camera preview and dashboard, if I click that and I update it, now on my dashboard right now, you're seeing a red that you can't see my, here it is. This is where you would see my preview picture right now. Because I'm using my webcam, you can't. But it would basically, what it does is, this is something that Kathy and Emily were playing with. So it will just basically randomly snap a picture of when you first logged on, and that's going to become your preview picture. Not something I want to happen, so I am keeping mine on the off position. And then remember to update that. So that's basically all you really need to worry about in settings. The other thing you need to worry about, so again, under the account settings, is the BAA. So the BAA, mine's already created, so you don't see the steps, but in order to create the BAA, you follow the steps, and basically the business associate agreement is basically saying that Doxy.me is HIPAA compliant and promises to continue to be HIPAA compliant and have the right securities and things like that. So it basically covers you in that you're using a correct platform. So basically you create that agreement, you download it, and you email it to me, and I will keep it on file. So that's something do not forget to do. If you are not comfortable with your technology, you can pre-call test just to make sure that everything works. Another thing you can do is you can practice with yourself. So if you wanted to, you can use your cell phone and you can practice with yourself and just enter your link and then see what that looks like to get a point of view from the client, or you can do that with a friend. Other things to consider when using this platform. So one is regarding cell phones. Make sure you have your cell phone in do not disturb so that you're not disturbed at all while you're using the platform. And then the other thing is, if you happen to be using this from your phone, which is happening with a few of the mentors, one, if you leave this platform for any reason for texting or for answering a call or anything, then there's going to be a problem reconnecting with the student. You might lose audio, you might use video or something. So that's why you want your phone in Do Not Disturb, especially if you're using it for this platform. Also, there was a safety thing. So let's say you are using your phone for the platform, but you needed to text, let's say, a parent because you're concerned about the student and you want to get the parent back in the room and the student's not being cooperative. This is where you could use your Google Voice phone number. So if you have a computer, so some people may not have a webcam and that's why they're using their phone. But if you have a computer or any other device, you can log into your Google Voice through a computer, and you can actually text through Google Voice using a computer, and that will not interrupt your use of the phone. So that's another thing that we discovered. And I think that is, those are pretty much the tips that we have. And please do not hesitate to let me know if you're having any problems with this at all, or if you're just not feeling comfortable yet with the platform.